The disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein is dead.
Did he kill himself? Was he killed?
There was something happening here that was bigger than just Jeffrey Epstein.
It began as a story about wealth, power, and influence. But over time, the name Jeffrey Epstein became linked to one of the most disturbing scandals in modern history. For years, questions surrounded his connections, his activities, and the people in his orbit. Then came what many now refer to as the Epstein Files, a collection of documents, testimonies, and records that pulled back the curtain on a hidden world. These files didn't just expose one man, they revealed a system that allowed him to operate for years, largely unchecked. Here are 7 of the most shocking revelations. Number 1. A network of powerful connections. One of the most striking aspects of the Epstein Files is the sheer number of high-profile individuals linked to him. From politicians to celebrities to business leaders, Epstein's social circle reached deep into elite circles. Names like Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew appeared in flight logs and contact books. It's important to understand that appearing in these documents does not automatically imply wrongdoing. However, it does highlight how close Epstein was to some of the most powerful people in the world, raising serious questions about influence and access. Number 2. The private island. Epstein owned a private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands known as Little St. James. Over the years, it became one of the most controversial locations connected to the case. Victims and witnesses alleged that illegal activities took place there, far from public view. The isolation of the island, combined with strict control over access, added to the mystery and concern surrounding what really happened behind closed doors. Number 3. The flight logs. Often referred to as the Lolita Express, Epstein's private jet became a key piece of evidence. Flight logs revealed who traveled with him and when, creating a timeline of movements that investigators and journalists closely examined. These records became central to understanding the scale of his network, raising further questions about who was involved, who was aware, and how far his connections truly extended. Number 4. The 2008 plea deal. One of the most controversial chapters in the Epstein story is his 2008 plea agreement. Despite serious allegations, Epstein received a deal that allowed him to serve time under unusually lenient conditions, including work release privileges. The decision sparked widespread outrage and raised concerns about whether wealth, influence, and legal power played a role in shaping the outcome. For many, this moment represented a failure of the justice system. Number 5. Survivor testimonies. At the heart of the Epstein case are the voices of survivors. Over the years, multiple women came forward with detailed and consistent accounts of abuse. Their testimonies became a driving force behind renewed investigations and global awareness. These stories were not easy to tell, but they changed everything. They shifted the narrative from secrecy and denial to accountability and justice, putting pressure on institutions to respond. Number 6. The arrest and global shock. In 2019, Epstein was arrested again, bringing the case back into the international spotlight. The charges were serious, and for many people, it felt like long overdue accountability was finally happening. Media coverage intensified, and the world watched closely as new details continued to emerge. It was a moment that reignited public attention and demanded answers. Number 7. The mysterious death. Just weeks after his arrest, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell. His death was officially ruled a suicide, but it immediately sparked widespread controversy. Reports of security failures, malfunctioning cameras, and lapses in supervision led to intense scrutiny and ongoing debate. For many, his death meant that key answers might never fully come to light, leaving behind more questions than conclusions. Closing. The Epstein files are more than just documents. They represent a story about power, secrecy, and the limits of accountability. They force us to confront difficult questions. How did this happen for so long? Who knew, and who chose to stay silent? And why did it take years for meaningful action to be taken? Even today, the full picture remains incomplete.